Mishnah Hey. Ketoret shel shachar, the incense of the morning. I didn't know there was another incense, but we see soon. שהיו מקטירים בכל יום. Yes, it is. But we said before it wasn't in the order. So now he tells you this specific how it was done. כתורת של שחר, שהיו מקטירים בכל יום. So the incense, how was it done every day? הייתה קרבה, to tell you first of all, when was it, the ketoret? בין דם לאיברים. So the ketoret was in between the sprinkling of the blood of the tamid. He would leave after sprinkling of the blood to do the ketoret, and then he would go back for the limbs. בין זריקת הדם של התמיד לבין הקרבת עבריו. In between the blood of the sheep sacrifice in the morning, and in between the bringing of to the altar the limbs. בגמרא מבואר הטעם. It says, what's the reason? Why do you leave one and goes to the other and don't go back? לפי שבקטורת נאמר, it says, the reason why you leave one and go to the other, because in incense it says, בבוקר בבוקר. In the morning, in the morning. In the incense there's two mornings, it says over there. ואילו בתמיד לא נאמר אלא בבוקר פעם אחת. And in the תמיד it says בוקר only once. הילקח, הקטורת קודמת לאיברים. Therefore, the ketoret is before the limbs. So over here, since you know the tamid is first, because the tamid has to, we know it opens everything. So but why does it say in ketoret boker twice? To tell you that only part of the tamid is first, not everything. Once you did the shechting and the blood, that's the main part. Now, baboker, look at the other boker. Go to the ketoret and then come back. כן מבואר בגמרא, this is what it explains in the Gemara, שמה ששנינו כאן בין דם לאיברים, that what we said over here between the blood and the limbs, לאו דווקא הוא. Some say it's not necessarily this way, שכן סמוך לעבודת הקטורת, קודם הקרבת האיברית. היינו הטבת שני נרות. He says, הייתה הטבת שתי נרות. It says, it's not necessarily the way you think, because look, there's in between them also the preparation of the two candles. ומכאן, שהקטורת הייתה קרבה בין דם לנרות. It says, it wasn't בין דם לאיברים. It was בין דם to the candles. Why are you saying בין דם לאיברים? אלא שלא בא התנא שמשתדל ללמד את סדר העבודות. But like we said before, this Tana of this Mishnah just tells you the general way, not the only way. כי אם להשמיענו בלבד שלא הייתה הקרבת האיברים סמוכה לזריקת הדם. He only tries to tell you that it wasn't continuous one. It says there was something else in between. There's other things in between. He just didn't mention them. אלא עבודת הקטורת הייתה מפסקת ביניהם. To tell you that the incense used to separate between them. והוא הדין, and this is also the law, שגם הטבת הנרות הייתה ביניהם. It wasn't only the incense, it was also the candles. כמו שביארנו לעיל. של בין הארבעים, ketoret, so the ketoret was brought once with the tamid of the morning, it looks, and one with the tamid of the evening. של בין הארבעים of the evening, הקטורת שהיו מקטירים בכל יום בין הארבעים, the ketoret of every day in the evening, הייתה קרבה בין איברים לנסכים. That used to be brought between the איברים and לנסכים, and to the נסכים, we're going to see soon. Over there, there's no nerot in the evening. Yeah? בין הקרבת אברי התמיד שבין הארבעים לבין הקרבת נסחיו. In other words, in בין הארבעים, you bring the limbs first, the blood and the limbs first, and then with the limbs usually used to come the wheat and the wine. So it says, over there, the wine would come after. After you bring the limbs, you would go to do the ketoret, and then you come back for the wine. בין הקרבת עברי התמיד של הארבעים לבין הקרבת נסחיו. היינו מנחת הסולת ונסחי היין, which means the wheat offering and the wine came after the ketoret. בגמרא למדים זה ממה שנאמר, it says the Gemara learns it from what it says in במדבר, כמנחת הבוקר וכנסקו, like the sacrifice of the morning and like the libation, and like the pouring of the wine. מה מנחת קטורת קודמת לנסכים? Just like in the morning, the incense comes before the wine. אף שבין הערביים קטורת קודמת לנצרכים. Also of the afternoon it has to be the same way. The incense comes before the wine. וכיוון שלא כתוב כאיברי הבוקר, אלא כמנחת הבוקר, but it doesn't say like the limbs of the morning, it says like the sacrifice of the morning, or like the wheat offering, לומדים שהקטורת שבין הערביים אינה קודמת אלא למנחה, אבל לא לאיברים. So you learn that it's only before the mincha, but not before the wheat offering, but not before the איברים, but not before the sacrifice itself. So he learns it from the pasuk. אם היה כהן גדול זקן או הסתניס, if the Kohen Gadol was an old man, or he was very delicate. An istanis is someone who's very delicate. You know, he's someone who's מפונק, thank you. חלש ומפונק, weak and like spoiled. אינו סובל קרירות המים בטבילתו. Mikveh was too cold for him, especially in Yerushalayim. Yom Kippur can be quite cold. מחמים לו חמים מערב יום הכיפורים. You're allowed to, you know, what they used to do is, at the time, they used to take either metal or stone. They used to warm it up, like very, very hot, and then you used to throw it in the morning into the mikveh, and it used to keep the water, you know, not very cold until, I mean, it will go slowly, but it will still be warm. ומטילים ביום הכיפורים לתוך הצונן המים הצונן שלו. Oh, even in Yom Kippur. Nice. And even in Yom Kippur, they would throw it into the water itself. כדי שתפוג צנעתן, so that they're not going to become so cold. שתסור חירותם של מי המקווה. They're not going to be as cold. בברייתא בגמרא מובא, שהיו מחממים מערב יום הכיפורים השישיות של ברזל. They used to warm it up, the metals, they used to warm it up before Yom Kippur. היינו חתיכות עבות של ברזל. Big, thick, metals, מלשון אשת שן, והיו מניחים אותם על האש עד למחר, they used to put them on the fire until tomorrow, ובשעת הטבילה היו מסירים אותם מעל האש, and the time of the dipping, they used to take them off from the fire, ומטילים אותם לתוך המים, and they used to throw them into the water. Remember, there's no shvut there's no, in the temple, all the melachot are permitted. But over here, it's not for the temple. It's for the Kohen. Yeah. But even though it looks like it's allowed to. Yeah. Because he's an Istanis. He's a delicate guy. He doesn't tolerate cold water. שאין כאן אלא שבות. Oh, why is it? Because it is only shvut. It's not from the Torah. It's only from the Rabbanan. ואין שבות במקדש. And there's no such thing as shvut in the mikdash. Shvut is from the rabbis. Yeah, from the rabbis. Over here, why is it not called cooking? Maybe it's not for food, I don't know why. Yeah? כן רשאים היו לחמם מים מערב יום הכיפורים. Also they were allowed to warm the water from before Yom Kippur, ולסלקם למחר מעל האש ולשפכם לתוך המקווה. And they could have done the same thing, and to pour the hot water into the mikveh.